Welcome to another edition of the glittery bones of advertising. I'm Craig McLeod, sitting right beside the one and only
Gabrielle.
And over this way, we've got
CARO HENDRIKS.
You're really sure? Who are you? And down below,
yeah, JD.
Seriously.
I just love the fact that CARO has to go, what's my name again?
CARO.
It's terrible. I've got the Alzheimer's is hitting early.
Well,
You know,
going to get us all in the end.
well, have we got a bone to chew over this week, or have we got anything that we want to chat about?
Underpants. I'd like to talk about underpants.
Now there's a topic, my boy.
It's not often you get to talk about underpants in a very intellectual way, but we're going to give it a go today. Bonds. Bonds have come out with yet another glorious piece of fun and
Go
silly.
Bonds. And Leo, was it Leo's who did it? It's bloody good.
I don't know who's done it. Whoever it is just needs to walk naked down Burke Street as a reward. I think
Pretty
it's
much like this is a Bond film where they're all kind of walking around in just their undies in the outback.
I think they've done another really. It's in the two testicles. Remember those? Remember those guys? Remember Pat Rafter? Remember, like, there's just been so much glory.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But let's have a look at it. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Bond's new Total Package undies have a total support pouch that separates and supports. I can't exactly show you how it works. So instead, here's property advisor Gavin Rubenstein to explain.
It doesn't matter whether you've got a big listing or a small one, you've got to protect your assets.
So invest in something with a comfy, entertaining area, good storage, and plenty of room for the boys to hang. That's protecting your assets.
And that's new Total Package undies.
Oh, wow. Wasn't that fabulous? Oh, wow.
I just think it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know what you guys think, but like it's just it's one of those. It's taken unashamedly from was it The Big Short? Was that the movie where they did that? We can't tell you about what tranches are, but here's Margot Robbie in a bubble bath to explain it. You know, it was the same thing, but it's just. I think they've managed to find a way to talk about a new and improved set of underpants for men.
I love the way when he says, I can't show you how they work, but I've got an old mate, the real estate agent, and he can tell you how it goes. I thought that was bloody brilliant.
I thought it was fantastic. What do you girls think? I mean, here we are, two blokes talking about men's underpants, but I'd really like to get your
Not much, obviously.
I guess so. I don't know. I'm not as starstruck as you two on this one, I don't think. I'm not the target audience, granted, but I feel like the real estate agent doesn't really talk to the target audience that much either. I don't know if you guys have actually watched, is it Selling Sydney or that he's from? No. So he's from a reality show about real estate. Yeah. And his persona in that is somewhat questionable as well, but it's smart and it's kind of cute what they've done, but I wouldn't say it's as strong as some of their older ads, I guess, for me.
There's two other ads in the series. I'm going to get very defensive about this, Caro. I hope you don't mind.
Of course, always. It's always us. I should just say, JD, I love it.
Yeah, no. I love this little back and forth, a little banter back and forth. I don't mind it at all. There's another one with a fisherman, and he talks about he opens up his tackle box, which I thought was a very, very good pun. And then just the bit at the end where he casts his rod and he goes, "Oh, I've got a big one." Like, it's just dick jokes. It's just.
But I think that's a good dick joke. I feel like this one's probably not as Aussie and as kind of risque. Perhaps I felt like it was just a little off-brand for them.
Yeah. No, I'll give that. Gabs, what do you run?
I'm on your team this week, gents. My favourite, there's a rendition that is, what is it? The bento box for your 3-piece sushi. I thought that was hysterical. But I think they've done a good job. I agree with Caro in terms of the real estate agent one, but I think they have done a good job at taking one concept and rolling it across so many different executions to try and hit perhaps different parts of their market. There was strategic timing with launching it over Grand Prix weekend. But probably one of the downsides for me, I'm not sure if you've seen the print campaign for it. Without the context of the whole story and print, it kind of falls flat for me.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just it makes me think, how could they have reinvented the underpant? Like, I really want to go and have a look at the new Bonds underpants and just find out.
You have to go and buy it there, my boy, and report back. I think that we can do
I will.
Just your middle section on screen and you talking above. What do you think?
Yeah, you really don't need to be saying that. Like, there's no one. That's not I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Well, there's only one way to really proof point or fact check this ad itself, mate, and that's to get a pair on us. So, Bonds, if you're listening, feel free to ship them in. JD and I shall indeed wear them and report back to the viewing public on their fabulousness.
Yeah. And as Les Patterson might say, just make them baggy at the knees.
Exactly, my boy, exactly. Well, I think it's time to move on to something extraordinary that's happened this week. It might have only been yesterday where someone just tipped into their little change purse in the old Tesla and whipped out 61 bill to buy Twitter. Elon Musk. I think I want Twitter, so I'm going to buy it. 51 something US per share. Ship it in.
What the fuck was he thinking? Like, I'm sorry.
What the fuck was he thinking?
He's got a lot of money. I think
he does.
You think? $61 billion to buy Twitter. I mean, that's an extraordinary amount of money. And that's certainly a man who's passionate about the medium. Like, I know he's pretty amped up about it. Loves, I mean, he tweets every 5 seconds, apparently. He's all about it. But to go and spend that kind of coin and to be talking about making it, more authentic, more authentic, I think is something that's interesting. A lot of the chatter around, is old Bruce Ronald Trump going to get back on? Is he going to be the man that rolls?
They've already opened the floodgates yesterday, like a whole heap of people that had been taken off already back online. So his big thing was obviously free speech and how it's all being mediated and people are being blocked and taken off. So it's going to be interesting to watch. Like, it's a big ball move to go and pretty much buy, I guess, the majority share or the leading share in it. But
what about the advertising side of it? How do you guys feel about what he's proposing to do there, where he's feeling that it's a bit much controlled at the moment by big business based on their advertising dollars? So, the thought is that he's going to do something in that respect. So what do we think about that?
I'm for it.
I think it's something to do with the premium, Twitter Blue or whatever it's called. Like that sense that if you pay extra money to get on the premium, like, no ads. I'm all for it. I'd pay a little bit of extra just not to get bombarded with, Russian women who want to marry me for, like, got no time for that. I can barely carry one,
Yeah. And then there's others that have got, a mind that Elon Musk doesn't do anything for no reason. So there's another alter.
That's my thought. It sounds a bit conspiracy theorist, but he's a smart man, so I'm sure he's got
there's definitely reasoning
in place.
When he went all in on electric cars, everyone was like, you're a bloody idiot. When he decided to send a rocket full of people, tourists, into space, everyone was like, you're a bloody idiot. Well, who knows? Like, seems to know what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, Mars is on the cards next, isn't it? I think that's what he's touting at the moment. He wants to get himself up to Mars. So be interesting.
It's a good place for him, I think. I think that'd be a good place for Elon can. As he waves, as he goes over here.
Yes, absolutely. Well, that probably brings us to our next segment, which is probably one of my favourites, which is hum Mum and his brother Monix, and I do believe it's JD, or is it Caro today?
I think
Yes, I'm going to.
I think it's JD.
Now, I do have, it's mine. I've been practicing this.
Okay.
Oh, anyway, that's the girl from Ipanema. Okay, I've got a just to give you some sense. Okay, so I've got a sound effect, and then I've got my first one. So I've got sound. Listen for the sound effect.
Are you going to cue it though?
Oh, well, you'll hear the sound effect, and that'll be the cue. And then I'm going to hum something. So don't leap in once you hear the sound effect.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
I'm going to see if I can get this.
Sprite.
Close.
It's like it's Schweppes. Not Schweppes. Coke, Pepsi, Solo.
Coke. You can't beat the real thing. Anyway, just goes to show I can't.
The sound effect was great. Did you actually crack a can, or did you have that cue?
It's not Coke though, but it's
I told you it was Schweppes.
I thought it was going to be weird.
I know that can.
I
can tell
anyone
it's
else would have just had a second screen open and just gone press play, but not you, my boy.
No, that's actually that'd be a really good ad, like for Schweppes. Just have someone opening a can, and have Caro there going, I reckon that's a Schweppes lemonade.
Remember those when they did the twist?
A little bit of lemon soda.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay. Take your mind back 5 years.
5 years.
Okay. Prices are down, Coles.
Well done. Okay.
How do you get that from
A little
that?
bit of wiggle.
Like, really? JD, come on. That's extraordinary. Yes, Caro. You two are in cahoots.
Yeah,
Like,
We are.
not
We're in
get
sync.
prices
We always agree that we'll argue at the start, and then we're in cahoots by the end.
That's right. We pre-planned this. This spontaneity doesn't just happen, you know.
and I haven't got one yet.
So go back. Here you go. This will take your mind back. Go back 30 years.
30. She wasn't even here.
Yeah, I was about to say that's like
You will remember
pre-gab.
this one.
Hey,
if you're an aficionado. Here you go.
This is Craig.
Well, you may not. Who knows? That was 30 years ago. Here we go.
Decorate.
Decorate.
Yay!
Like that was
Oh, so good.
easily 30 years ago.
You reckon?
I think they ran it for quite some time.
Yeah, I think so
But
too.
still, yeah.
That was so good because everyone was nude in the shower, but you only ever saw the top halves. You're like, this is extraordinary advertising.
Okay, now I'm going to go right out on a limb here because I don't know how good I can do this.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a go.
Okay.
AC/DC, Thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck. Holden
What's the ad?
Storm.
I can't.
Holden Ute.
Yes. There you go.
Uterus.
Thunder. Yeah. And the cloud. Remember the cloud? And the car disappeared.
Yeah.
Art director's nightmare because it would have been dusty all the time.
Yeah, I can tell you for a fact
done.
it was dusty when that happened. It was just right in the middle of bloody Queensland. And
Bloody
all they
you.
did for
You bloody
days was just send this thing around and around.
Yes, it was actually the Holden Ute Storm was
The
the actual
Storm.
one that they released. It was the Storm.
How's the memory? Good job, Pot.
We will have to fact check that just in case I'm wrong. Just to
No,
make-
I can guarantee it. I can guarantee it because
Well, you should have watched the ad. So was it the Storm, JD?
I did. I work with Pat Barron.
I was about to
make
say,
the
I think
ad.
JD was there. He was on the ground.
I was on the ground. I was the writer on that particular piece of magnificence. That was Pat Barron.
Very
Was the Pat
fancy.
Barron, the genius behind one of the geniuses behind Don't Waste a Die. I worked with him on the Storm.
Nice.
Good
Cool.
fortune. Good fortune to work with great people. Nothing to do with me at all. Anyway, there you go.
You
There's
included, my boy.
harmonics.
That was great.
Well done.
Good job, JD.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Here's to me.
Here's to you. All the very best. No more now. That's what we'll call another edition of the Bones of Advertising. Don't go changing. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.